Something she said to me kind of stuck with me because I was bawling my eyes out, and she was just like, you're healthy. Like she had my charts in her hand. She was like, you're healthy, but you are obese.
Yeah, let's get you guys 5 more steps.
Oh my god, you're doing good.
What?
You were doing good, keep going.
What? Come on, let's do it. Get it.
Hello everybody. So as you guys know, I'm currently going through a breakup. I am getting an undeniably amount of questions. People are saying that I didn't explain very well. I compiled a bunch of questions and I wrote them down. I'm just here to be open, honest, and finally kind of explain everything that's going on in short form. Are you two getting back together? No, we're not. Do you still live with her? Currently, I do still live with her. Do you guys still cuddle or hug? When we first broke up, we did hug, we didn't cuddle, we were at a very confused state. We do not do any of that anymore. We are completely just over. It's way too hard to be broken up with somebody and still try to do things as if you were in a relationship. It's just not healthy. So this question actually upsets me. Are you lying about the breakup just to get attention? That's really, really insulting to me because I would never in a million years lie about something like this. When Crystal first broke up with me, it was literally the most horrible feeling I have ever felt in my whole entire life. My whole world crashed down. I was shocked and confused. When you think that someone is going to be in your life forever, loving you and you loving her, and then your whole world crashes down in just an instant, it's hard to accept those feelings and really absorb them. It was just traumatizing to say the least. Do you still share a bed? Is it hard? We do share a bed. I don't see any reason why Crystal needs to buy a new bed, because if I do, and when I do plan on moving, they'd have an extra bed. There's no reason for it. I don't want them to waste the money. Friends sleep together all the time. We aren't close in the bed, we kind of just sleep. If she wanted you back, would you take her back? A while ago, I would have said yes in a split second. I've had time to think and we've talked a lot. I wouldn't, neither would she. We just realized that relationship-wise, we are not meant to be. It's just something that we have to accept and move on. How'd you realize you two were meant to be just friends? I think this question is going to tie a lot into why did you break up? I didn't give you guys an answer. I'm here to give you guys an answer now. This is hard for me, but I wanted to be honest with you guys. Crystal and I were together for 3.5 years. The first 2 years were amazing. The first year was even more amazing. I literally was on top of the world. She accepted me for who I was. I'm getting emotional. I was her first relationship, her first love, her first everything. I have been in love before, but Crystal was so different. She's special. She is one of the nicest people I've ever known in my life. She has a kind heart and a kind soul, and I will never ever downgrade her or say anything bad about her to anybody because she really is just an amazing person. As the second year was coming to a close, I felt unloved and unwanted, and I kind of just played it off as I'm an insecure person. I always feel like people are mad at me or they dislike me for whatever reason, and I tried to use that as an excuse. There were plenty of times where I'd ask Crystal, do you still love me? Do you still think I'm beautiful? Do you still like me as a girlfriend? Do you see yourself with me for a long time? The reason why I would ask her those things is because she stopped telling me I was beautiful.
Incoming tears of a narcissist.
She stopped. Sorry. She stopped looking at me with the eyes that she looked at me when I first came here. She didn't kiss me the same. She didn't hug me the same. We were drifting apart and nobody knew it.
Why is she talking like she's some kind of Broadway performer? Am actually dying.
I tried to blame it on. We were one of those couples who were just used to each other. I was trying to say, oh, I'm just insecure. We're used to each other. That's amazing. That means we're comfortable around each other. We don't always have to be kissing. It was just so many lies I kept saying to myself. There came a time where we wouldn't kiss each other for months.
Sounds familiar?
We'd go on dates and they were fun, right? But something was missing. It completely just, everything changed. And I didn't want to believe it. We hid it from everybody. Even when we told Crystal's parents that we broke up, they were shocked. Her dad said, "But you guys seemed fine." Crystal told me one day she didn't feel the same for me anymore. She was not in love with me at all.
People get bored of being with a narcissist, Amberlynn.
She just was not in love with me anymore. I literally died. My just whole world fell apart. I wasn't expecting it because I kept lying to myself over and over. I wanted this fairy tale with her. God, I wasn't supposed to cry. What is this? I wanted this fairy tale with Crystal.
Pity me, pity me, pity me.
And it just wasn't happening. And I tried my hardest for months to fix things, and just nothing worked. She told me she wanted to see other people. She wasn't sure if she'd ever be in love with me again because she didn't feel the same. Some people are just not meant to be. As much as I wanted it to be, this ties into the next question. How did I realize we were just meant to be friends?
Hold on to your butts.
After the shock wore off and I processed in my head that I did not feel like somebody's girlfriend for a lot of that relationship because we did drift apart completely. I realized that I didn't want to be with someone like that. I didn't want to force someone to love me. I didn't want to trap somebody. Because I was lying to myself so much, I realized that I'm not in love with her either. I love Crystal so much as a person. She changed my life. She made me realize that there are angels out there. People with big hearts.
Oh my god, can someone roll me over with a monster truck? Fuck.
And I felt horrible for her because she told me that for a whole year she wasn't in love with me and she was trying to protect my feelings. And when she told me that, I knew right there, I cannot let her be with me. I do not want to trap her. I'm not that type of person at all.
Ha 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 ha, this must be a prank.
So you guys see me as this girl who just got broken up with like 2 months ago, but really this has been happening for over a year. Just me feeling like I was a friend, and it's hard. It's really hard, and everything is all just jumbled in my head. I don't even know how to begin to explain how I'm feeling, just besides hurt and confused. And
sounds familiar?
I feel free. I feel relieved. I'm so grateful that this has happened. At first I thought it was the end of the world, but this is meant to be, and I know it's meant to be. As hard as it is, this is the right thing to do. We are not in love with each other. I just feel like we're meant to be friends because we do get along as friends. Are you still hurting? Obviously, yes, I'm still hurting. It doesn't hurt me as much. I think what more so hurts is that one day I will be moving. I can't be here forever. I feel like it's very unhealthy for me to stay here. These people are my family. They've become very much like my family. But I feel like if I stay here, I'm putting my whole life on hold, and I feel like I'm really not going to get anywhere with my life. And that's the truth. As much as it sucks and it hurts, I know I need to move on, and Crystal's accepting it as well. How are you feeling just being friends with her? I feel free. I feel better. We can finally have time to ourselves. We were together 24/7 for over 3 years.
Toxic.
There wasn't a time we weren't together besides if we had to go to the bathroom. We were together all the time, and now I find time to just be by myself. And you take those little things for granted. Honestly, you do, because you get so attached to someone else that you become them almost. It's like Crystal and Amberlynn, Crystal and Amberlynn. No, I am Amberlynn. That is Crystal. We are two different people, and we have two different tracks in life. We see things a lot alike, but we also just see things so differently.
Like I can't anymore.
Are you planning on staying in Virginia? No, I do not plan on staying in Virginia.
You moved for your girlfriend, what a shock.
The only reason why I moved here was to be with my girlfriend, the girl that I love to death. I don't see any point in me being here. I will always, 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 always be in communication with Crystal because we are friends. She is my best friend and she doesn't want to lose me and I don't want to lose her. There's just no way that we're ever going to move on with our lives if I am still in this house, if I am still in Virginia. I don't like Virginia as a whole. I don't like the weather. I don't like the people. I don't like the environment. I just don't like it at all. So I feel like it's right for me to leave. When I'm leaving, that's a whole other story. Crystal's actually the only person that knows, and her aunt, because me and her aunt are super close. Those are the only two people that know that I will be leaving Virginia one day, and I want to say it's in the near future, but I'm not 100% sure right now. What if one of you start dating other people? We are both actually talking to people right now. She's talking to a couple people. I'm talking to just one person that I have formed a really deep connection with, which was unexpected.
Oh my FFFFFF God.
Completely. I don't even know how it's happened. Of course, it's hard for the both of us, especially because Crystal started liking other people way before I even started talking to other people, and it's gonna be hard. I'm living with my ex-girlfriend, the woman that I thought I'd spend the rest of my life with. So yes, it's gonna be hard, but we have to accept it and adapt to it while I'm currently here because we are both in our 20s. We need to venture out. We can't be just in this house with each other as friends and not moving on with life. We both know we need to move on, and it's extremely important to do so. I would never want her to feel like she can't date other people while I'm here because that is insane. I don't even feel like I'd be jealous because I'm so secure with what I have and with what I'm feeling. How do you get over a breakup? Honestly, it depends on the person. My story's kind of out of whack. Not many people live with their exes. It's going to be different for everyone, but I feel like my main word of advice would be surround yourself with people who make you happy, who make you laugh, who are kind to you and who are understanding and who can let you vent. Surround yourself with hobbies and just activities that you love, and do not forget to cry because if you hold it all in, you'll blow. Do it and let it out because it's really important to let those feelings out and those emotions out. Trust me, because when I hold them in, it ain't pretty. How are you feeling overall? I am feeling overwhelmed, you guys. I'm sure a lot of people don't understand this, but this is my life and my story, my breakup. I guess the only person that can really understand what I'm going through is myself. Everyone is different, and that's just how it is. Hello, everybody. I am here to answer your guys' questions. I have 36 to answer. I'm going to answer these in short form. How are you? Pretty good. Thank you for asking.
This is less than a month after the breakup with Crystal.
Overwhelmed, nervous, scared. I'm happy. I have a lot of emotions going on. I'm like emotionally exhausted. Why did Crystal break up with you? She broke up with me because she thought she fell out of love with me. The breakup was very two-way. I didn't want to be with someone who wasn't happy in a relationship, so we both agreed upon it. When are you moving? July 2nd. Are you still going to continue your diet? Definitely continue my diet.
We all know what happened with that.
Is there a deeper reason you've explained already as to why Crystal didn't want to be with you no more? People don't just fall out of love. There is not a deeper reason. That is purely the reason she didn't feel like she was happy anymore, and she didn't feel like she was in love with me anymore.
Because you're a trash.
Are you going to keep talking to Crystal's family? Most definitely, 110% yes. Have you been on track with your diet? No, I have not at all. I did weigh myself. I didn't gain any weight, which I find to be completely odd because I haven't been counting calories. I haven't been eating healthy. I haven't been drinking water. How did you meet your new girlfriend? She's not my girlfriend. She wants to ask me in person. Like, isn't that the cutest thing ever? Her name is Destiny.
And the Dusty ERA begins.
Crystal downloaded these like chat apps when we broke up. I kind of did it just because she was doing it. I didn't really care about things like that. I was more so just like mourning our breakup.
The similarities are just too much.
I talked to a lot of people on there. Everyone was really just boring, stupid, or perverted. And Destiny sent me a message and we got along really well. We became friends and I don't know what happened. Like, we just formed a really, really strong connection. I'm so grateful for it. Can you please keep vlogging? I am really bad with vlogging lately. I literally have been doing nothing. I think it's mainly because when I get emotionally drained, it's hard for me to even function. It's really bad. I'm trying to get better. I've been trying to leave the house as much as possible. And even when I do leave the house, I just haven't been in the mood to vlog. It's very strange because vlogging is a really big part of my life. I really want to try to vlog again for you guys. I'm gonna try, I promise.
I'm so tired of empty promises from these lol gals. You've been promising the same things since 2015 and still cannot do it.
Will you keep in touch with Crystal when you move? Yes. What does Crystal think of you moving? She's sad, which is to be expected. She says she's happy for me. When's your birthday? My birthday is December 27th, 1990, so I will be 25 this year. Please don't remind me. I am an old woman. Is Crystal in a new relationship also? No, I don't think so. She is talking to other people, but no one is really like interesting her as hard as like me and Destiny are. How is Crystal's family taking the new changes and what do they think about you moving? I was honestly so freaking scared to tell them I was moving. I thought they were going to be mad for some reason. They were extremely understanding. Way more understanding than I could ever even form in my head. They cried a lot. Crystal's parents cried a lot. We all cried. It was like a crying fest. We all became really close and I just don't think we noticed how close until we realized that I'm not going to be here one day, and that one day is coming up very soon. They took it hard in the sense of like they're going to really miss me. I'm very grateful for everything they've done for me. I will always talk to them. They take up a big part of my heart. They're also very nervous for me and scared for me and worried. None of us really know what I'm going into exactly. Sometimes you have to take chances in life and just see how they work out, especially when you're young. You could more so regret not doing something than regret doing something, because in the back of your head, you'll always have those, well, what if? I do not like what ifs. Has it been hard to sleep in the same bed as Crystal? Honestly, no. It hasn't. We just kind of lay there for like half an hour, watch TV, and then go to sleep. I normally face the wall. She faces this way. There's no riddle or rhyme to it. It's pretty simple. Are you going to get a job when you move? Yes, of course. How are you going to tolerate Florida heat and humidity when you barely can tolerate Virginia? This question made me laugh. Mainly because I've lived in a lot of different states, including Arizona and Oklahoma. I must say, Oklahoma humidity is literally disgusting. I feel like I'm breathing pudding. It's horrid. And the heat on top of that, definitely know how it feels to be in humidity. Arizona, dry heat. I honestly feel like dry heat is worse than humidity. I know a lot of people have like different opinions on that, but dry heat hurts. Humidity, yeah, it's hard to breathe. I would rather have humidity than dry heat. Arizona was literally the worst place I've ever lived in my life. Why do I keep talking with my hand? Like, stop. Arizona in the summer, almost every single day was like 112 degrees. I was out in that every single day because I went to college and I had to ride buses and stuff. I think I'll be okay. I definitely hate the heat. I'm hoping it's worth it. Are you leaving on bad terms? Absolutely not. I'm actually leaving on really good terms, which I'm very happy about. Where are you moving to? I'm going to be moving to Florida, which is ironic because I was born in Florida and I lived there for like 2 years when I was a little baby, so I don't remember anything about it. And then I lived in California and I grew up there for 17 years. Then I moved to Oklahoma, then I moved to Arizona, and then I'm in Virginia. Now I'm going back to Florida. I wonder if this is like a big old circle and that's where I'm gonna stay. I don't know. I guess we'll see. Is Crystal showing any signs of sadness that you're moving away from her? Yes, a lot of signs of sadness. But so am I, because it's a hard change. Crystal and I were together 24/7 for almost 4 years. It's almost like I'm being ripped from her life. We'll text, we'll FaceTime, we'll talk on Facebook. We'll do whatever it takes to continue our friendship. And I must say, this might be a little weird for some people. For me, it was a little weird, but I'm grateful for this. Crystal and Destiny are actually friends. They talk, they text, they're friends on Facebook.
I beg your pardon? I beg your pardon?
I think it's kind of neat because it makes things a little easier for me. Where will you live when you move? Destiny and I are getting our own place. It's just gonna be me and her. We're gonna have to pay our own bills, buy our own food. This is something neither of us has ever done before. My whole life I've relied on other people, especially being in foster care. That is how I grew up. I'm used to other people taking care of me, and now it's finally my turn to take care of myself. Do you have any family where you're moving? Negative. Zero family. Are you scared to move? Yes, I am. Do you like change? If the change is good, if the change is positive, of course. Are you taking any of the animals? I want to take Charlie so bad. Charlie is my life. You guys know this. I can't take him though. I can't take any of the animals. It's really hard for me. There is going to be a lot of tears. There already has been a lot of tears. These animals are like my children. Charlie, even more so. I don't know what I'm going to do without him. It's going to be very, very hard for me. Do you feel like you moved on too soon after Crystal? No, I do not. I feel like everything happens for a reason. I'm a firm believer in that. I wasn't looking for love. I wasn't looking for someone to like hook up with. I wasn't looking for any of that. I purely downloaded the app because I wanted a friend. I wanted someone to talk to. I feel like love finds you when you least expect it. And I know it's so weird. I don't expect anyone to understand this. I don't think this would have happened with anybody else.
It just happened with Dusty, Becky, and now Wipey.
I don't know. It's such a weird feeling. She just like came in, swooped me up, and bam. And I did the same for her. And I need to admit, it feels really good. And I really believe this has happened for a reason.
Sounds familiar?
Are you moving in with your new girlfriend? Yes, she's not my girlfriend yet though, but she will be. What if it doesn't work out with your new girlfriend? Oh, if it didn't work out with me and Destiny, I'm sure I would figure something out. Crystal's already told me that she would want me to come back here. I have high hopes for me and Destiny. We do have a really strong connection. I really do feel like this is gonna work. I don't want to ever have any doubt in my head. I like positivity, not negativity.